Hello, I'm here today with Greg Lavelle from Etellect. Greg, we're really excited you're joining us for TechSmart. How are you?
Great to be here, yes, thank you very much. We're getting excited about it as well.
Great. Etellect is going to be a new name for a lot of organisations in the NFP sector.
Yep.
So what's the background to the business?
Well, we've actually been around for a long time. We've been around for 16 years, generally north of the border, up in Scotland. We've recently opened an office in London, and we're now looking to market more down in this space. And we see membership has been a very strong area for us to market into. We've got a very good product offering in that space.
Great, okay. And so your main offering seems to be around automated business intelligence. What's that about?
Well, business intelligence and automation are the buzzwords at this time, and everyone's sort of aware of what automation may mean. We've coined the phrase automated business intelligence, and probably in this context, automated membership intelligence is more appropriate. What we're looking to do is take the concept of what the whole organisation's information is, and then using intelligence, we're going to automate that in the best possible way for the organisation and for the members themselves. For example, automated marketing, email marketing. What would be a bit different with our technology would be that we're looking at the overall membership context. So not necessarily just about the marketing side, so it might involve the notion of payments or subscriptions. And if you actually can automate the whole process, you get a much tighter and a much better controlled experience. So we actually start to look at automating the member journey rather than the process itself, and that really starts to open up quite exciting opportunities. So every individual member will get a different experience potentially from the organisation, but as far as the organisation is concerned, there's a common theme that runs through all of that, but they really do start to benefit from a one-to-one relationship with the membership if they can.
Sounds really interesting. So it'll help you segment better, get a better overview of the people you're dealing with.
Yep.
I can completely see that for outbound.
Yeah.
So I've now managed to tackle that. I've got a 360-degree view of my stakeholder. I can segment, I can target, I can show I'm more relevant. What about inbound? How do I take that intelligence back into my business?
Well, every interaction that takes place, be it on a website or a mobile device or through probably offline literature or anything like that, if there's any communication with the organisation, that's gold dust to the organisation.
Sure.
You really want to try and take control of that at the earliest stage you can in the process, and if you can really get a handle on that early, you can start to use that as the lifeblood of the communications. It's all about data. We live in a big data world, but the reality is that it's still an individual you're dealing with. There's a single point of contact and single requirement, single source of response at any one point in time.
Right.
So how can you best optimise that and show what automation in our context is about? So marketing automation to us is about how do you actually achieve individual marketing to an individual rather than automating the process in itself. And the challenge is more about, I see actually the systems we're already automatically creating the content of the email rather than a user interfering but being involved in that process. So if the system's going to be generating email at the right time with the right information in the right context for that member, you get a much better uptake of that information at that point.
Sure, I can see that. So could you describe a journey and where the automated marketing elements would kick in? Something that might be done by a human being or maybe forgotten to be done by a human being. How would the automated marketing element of that kick in?
A good example of that could be, for example, you've got an upcoming event, a conference, and you might say, right, we're going to put an automated campaign around this event. So that's going to be marketed to different individuals. There's going to be a membership themselves, but then you're also going to be wanting to market to a wider audience, so potentially new members or beyond what the theme of that conference may be. So there's already a different context of who's actually going to be reading or viewing that campaign, and then they're possibly going to follow a different workflow after that.
Sure.
So, but if you can consider the notion that if it's a member and they receive that email, what they actually could get on that email is a book now. But the book now doesn't take them to a landing page where they have to fill in a common process. What that would actually do is book them there and then. With that single click, it's because the context of the member is already known, and we've already encoded that directly into the campaign itself. So the member would automatically get a text or an email to say, thank you, you're booked. a non-member would know that they're not a member and take them to the appropriate landing page to allow them to...
So you're saying that you can put rules in that will give context-sensitive content, effectively.
Yes. But not just from a marketing perspective. I think it's from an organisation perspective. It could concern their payments, it could concern the training course that they're doing next week, it could concern what material they might be able to buy online as well. So the overall view of the member is actually about the organisation's offering, but really at that single point in time, what's the best information that member could possibly receive from the organisation. So not looking at it as about individual campaigns of workflow or this is what the member, obviously the membership organisation itself wants to push that information out, but there's much more to it, and that's actually the automated intelligence bit. That's where we coined that phrase. It goes back to automated member intelligence. There's much more involved in the process than just the campaign, and if you can make every email appear to be unique and engaging, then you've got a better uptake of a happier member and a happier organisation.
That's great. That sounds really interesting. Of course, in the membership sector, it is a crowded market.
Yep.
There are lots of organisations with their definition of what marketing automation looks like. So how does Etellect differentiate itself? What's your message that people should come to you and not go to elsewhere, go to your competitors?
I think it's about an experience, but not necessarily just in the membership sector. I think an experience across being an e-commerce provider, so we provided retail solutions, e-commerce retail solutions, websites, the sort of integrated self-service portals as well. So we've quite a lot of experience in delivering real-time, marketable, 100% uptime type solutions. Now there's obviously been a move recently towards the notion of the cloud and the non-server based type solutions, and I think giving our experience of the e-commerce side and then applying our automation theory to membership systems and membership organisations really gives a different slant on what we believe a member to be and how we interact with a member. And I do think we actually have a technically different approach to how we deal with the process itself. Traditional systems automate the overall process, so they might say all of our members are going to follow this process and we'll automate that. We take the view that in actual fact we're automating the member journey in its context of that member, and then we'll automate that.
Most of our clients live or die as membership bodies or charities by their ability to prove their relevance, by their ability to demonstrate the value of that relationship.
Yep.
You're saying you can support that, you can make that possible and easier for those organisations to do that.
Yep.
Great. So as I said at the beginning, we're really delighted you're doing a TED talk.
Oh, delighted as well, yeah.
At TechSmart. What are your messages? What are you planning to talk about? Why should people come and see your TED talk instead of going to the one next door?
That's a great question. I think the best way to explain that would be to look at the context of the member. What I'm going to explore is, for an individual, what does that mean to how an organisation is going to engage a membership or is going to engage with that member. So let's explore. What I'd like to do is explore what if you take the best of what technology can offer in today's world of always on type of on-demand systems. How do you provide the best possible experience to the member in today's context? Because there's obviously the future will bring different challenges and different changes to that. But if we can explore what we can do today, and we can do it today, what does that actually mean to their organisation? And if I can try and make it sound like each organisation can really leverage the power of their membership as well, make them feel as if the member's the most important part of their organisation, but then provide a great service around that to support them, then I think we've got something we can talk about for
automated and personalised member engagement.
Indeed.
Fantastic. So my final question, what's the future looking like for Etellect?
It's looking great. So it's really exciting. We've got a number of opportunities that we're in discussions with at the moment. We're looking to focus specifically in membership at the moment for obvious reasons. I think we've got a really nice offering there. It's an area that I think where technology really applies very effectively and can be applied effectively to. So it's really now just about talking to the right organisations, seeing if there's a commonality and a theme that they understand and recognise that we can achieve something good for them and great for them. And we're really looking to partner with organisations as well. I think there's this I actually see technology and service going hand in hand. I don't see it as being a solution that you hand over and walk away from. It is a case of we're going to evolve this and develop this, and we actually want to develop and evolve one of the most powerful membership systems around and beyond, and that's what our vision's got to be. We want to get organisations on board as well that have the same vision and share that going forward into the future.
Sure. That sounds really interesting, and I'm really looking forward to your TED Talk at
Great,
TechSmart.
thank you.
Greg, it's been a real pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you.